Dr. Robert Glasser, who's a visiting fellow at the Australian Strategic Policy Institute in Canberra. Thanks so much for joining us on TRT World. So these fires are devastating. They are, according to the fire chief, the worst of the bushfire season, and well, the worst is still to come. Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely. There are a number of features of this recent event that are remarkable. One is how early in the season it started, but actually we've had a spate of fires starting in September, actually end of August as well. This is far earlier than is typically the case. Secondly, the huge scale of these fires. They've burned over 1 million hectares of land on the East Coast and inland. This is just absolutely unprecedented in terms of the scale and the timing so early in the fire season.
And, you know, they are so early in the fire season, as you say. So what advice would you give the governments right now, considering that you are also former head of the UN Office for Disaster Risk Reduction?
Well, I think the important thing is that if all we do is respond when these fires break out, these and other disasters that are increasingly linked to climate change, then we will never be able to meet the demand because the scale of the hazards will just overwhelm us. So we need to begin thinking in advance about prevention, about making sure people are not settling, building homes in very hazardous situations and locations. 10%, almost 10% of our population reside in areas that are at high or extreme risk of bushfire. And unless we can begin making sure that people are settling in places that are not at high risk of bushfire, but also extreme storm, cyclone risk as well, then we will never get ahead of this problem.
So you're confident that the government will take action?
I think already the government passed earlier in the year, actually just a few weeks ago, a future drought fund. It was a $5 billion investment in helping farmers prepare and build resilience to future droughts. I think the challenge is to, again, focus less on, we have to continue responding, of course, when lives are at stake, but to get out ahead of these things as a national strategy to build our resilience, to reduce our exposure to these hazards.
Dr. Robert Glasser, thank you very much for speaking to us on TRT World. Appreciate your time. Thank you.